Welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be how I contour my face and have it not look as muddy. This video was requested by one of my subscribers, so thank you so much for sending in your requests. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and let's just jump right on in. So right now I currently have on my foundation, pretty much my eye makeup, everything is done except for this side of my face. My current favorite my current contour shade that is my favorite is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I like this palette particularly because it has the grayish tones in here. Actually, let me see, I don't know if you guys can see it, but it does have the grayish tones in the palette, so for people of much fair skin and complexion, this will actually look much better on your skin and it will look less muddy. The brush that I like to use is the Sephora Pro Small Blush brush, and this is one of my favorite contouring brushes to use. So what I like to do is I like to go into the palette, dip my brush in, tap off the excess, and then I like to start from the top of my ear. Where you place your brush is where you're gonna have the most pigment. So if you're gonna start over here, you're gonna have most of the pigment in the middle of your face. So I like to start up here and blend it downwards. Another trick that you want to keep in mind is when you are placing your contour or your bronzer shades to kind of blend up. We don't want to blend down because that will eventually just make your face look muddy, and that's what we're trying to avoid. Again, I go in with my contour. Actually, I go in with my brush, I dust off the excess, and then I just start blending it up here at the top of my ear, going in circular motions, and I blend it downwards. And it's okay if you take a little bit of product at a time because you can build up the intensity to your liking. So again, we're just gonna start off at the tip or the top of the ear, going in circular motions, and I'm blending this downwards. And again, we want to blend upwards, not down. If you blend downwards, that could ultimately look muddy. We want to blend upwards. And then I am gonna take a little bit around the temple, and then I'm also gonna take this along the jawline. And then always blend this down to your neck. Going back in with my contour shade, I am just going to build up the color a little bit more. And then that is it. I think we are good. Now we can move on to blush and highlights. For blush today, I am taking the blush, what's this? This is Gingerly, and this is by MAC. So I'm just gonna dip my brush in, and I'm gonna smile, and I'm going to go in circular motions on the apples of my cheeks. And I'm also going to blend this back towards the hairline and blending this in with the contour shades that we put on. Once we are done with that, we can move on to highlighting. And the highlighting powders that I'm going in with is the Anastasia Glow Kit. I did mention this in a previous video. I've been loving this palette. I'm so glad I have it. My go-to shades from this palette is Summer and Moonstone. I just think they're so pretty on the skin, especially for those of a lighter complexion. I'm just gonna take my Morphe M501, dip that into both powders, and then just go on the tops of the cheekbones. And this really just makes your skin glow. Like, look at that. That is so pretty. My favorite thing about makeup is highlighting, if you couldn't tell. And I'm also taking this on the tip of the nose. Once you feel comfortable, or once you feel like you've got the intensity that you like, and you're like, my contour is still looking muddy or it's looking sloppy, don't panic. We can easily fix that. All you're gonna need is a little bit of translucent powder and a cosmetic wedge. You can get these at CVS, you can get these at Sally's, in the 99-cent store. You can find these everywhere. I put translucent powder in the cap, and I'm just gonna go in with the sponge, and then I'm going to go, same thing, from like about where this little thing, I don't even know what this is called on your ear, but where this is on your ear, I'm gonna take the sponge and I'm going to draw a line all the way down to the corner of your lip. And what this does is this pretty much just acts like an eraser. So if you have powder that might have gone too low, or you blended a little lower than you wanted to, you can just take some translucent powder, let that sit or bake as you will, and leave that there for maybe like 30 seconds, and then dust off the excess, and then your contour is clean. So we're gonna let that sit for a little bit, and then we'll dust it off. To dust off the excess powder, I'm just gonna take a duo fiber brush. This one is from Real Techniques. You can find these at Bed Bath & Beyond. You can find these at Ulta. I think those are the only two stores that you can find these at, but they're really inexpensive, or at least these ones are. They did make another collection that it's a little bit more pricier, but these ones are affordable. So you're just gonna dust off the powder, and then you're just gonna blend everything else while we're at it, just so everything is nice and blended. There are no harsh lines. And then to top everything off, you do want to set your makeup with some sort of setting spray of your choice. Right now I'm using the Gerard Cosmetics Slay All Day. This one is in the lavender scent, but in my opinion, it doesn't really smell like lavender. It just smells like pure alcohol being spritzed on your face, but it does make my makeup last all day, so I do like this one. So here we go, we're gonna take a bath. Let that sit. Another favorite of mine is the Urban Decay All Night Setting Spray or the All Night Chill Makeup Setting Spray. Those are really good. Don't mind my hair. I didn't do anything to it. I literally just slept with it wet, and I'm trying to not use so much heat on my hair, so I've just been letting it do its thing, and I'm okay with that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I hope this was helpful and useful and you learned some new tips and tricks to help clean up your contour and to help it look less muddy. This video again was requested, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and until next time, I will talk to you guys soon. Bye!